This is one of those segments where I don't need to set up any introduction for who we're talking about because Steven Crowder is without a doubt the largest conservative pundit on all of YouTube. I think maybe Tim Pool is bigger, but while Tim Pool does shill and simp really hard for conservative ideas and conservative figures, he's not. I wouldn't go as far as to say he's a hardcore conservative because he does have a few decent takes, but overall he's an idiot. Steven Crowder, on the other hand, is a very much open conservative, and he's proud of it. And he's the largest conservative, like, self-proclaimed conservative YouTuber out there. And last week, I made a video about how he was so racist, he may actually get banned from YouTube. And this is because a few of Steven Crowder's videos were taken down, and in one of a clip of Steven Crowder being very, very racist about black farmers, talking about how they're meth addicts, and then doing like a really shitty black accent, talking about how black people commit crime and are bad, and just being really, really overtly racist, ended up trending on Twitter, a post showing that, or a clip showing that, and YouTube's creator team responded to it saying they're going to investigate his channel. And he was temporarily suspended, not for racism, which he engages in a lot, or sexism, which he engages in a lot, or transphobia, which he engages in a lot. Nothing that you would really think he'd be suspended for because he engages in hate speech constantly. He was suspended for spreading misinformation about the election, which he does. He does claim that Trump won. He's pushed the hashtag Stop the Steal, all that kind of shit. But that's what he actually got suspended for, of all those things. Now, granted, YouTube doesn't always just go through and suspend a creator immediately. Sometimes it's just the first thing they find. If it breaks the rules, that's what they suspend them for. It's also very possible that they're going to roll it out slowly. And it's also very possible that even if he doesn't get in trouble for the other shit he's done, now that he's been suspended once, and he is back now, that he's already on YouTube's shit list. And it turns out he is on YouTube's shit list. As right now, we have a Verge article. YouTube has removed Steven Crowder from its partner program indefinitely. Indefinitely meaning with no sign in the future of this not happening anymore. This means that he is no longer, once his channel is back, once he's back, the Louder with Crowder channel, he will no longer make any ad revenue. Now, to be clear, that'll be a fairly significant hit to his income. YouTube ad revenue is a big deal, but if we're being honest, most of his videos, I would argue 75% or even more, were probably already limited to fully demonetized anyway. And he's got the Mug Club, and he's got his other forms of monetization, so it's not going to be as big a hit to his career as maybe we would like for someone who causes as much demonstrable harm to the world as he does, with his blatant spreading of misinformation, talking about how masks don't even help whatsoever to shield yourself from COVID or prevent from spreading it, talking about how trans people are mentally ill and should be forcibly sterilized or whatever, talking about how black people are drug addicts who love crime. And with his massive audience, he has a lot of pull when it comes to the general political leanings of the internet, especially on YouTube. Fuck him, of course. Yeah, we want him gone. But let's just say, in most cases, when a YouTube channel loses their monetization, that means they're on their last strike. For YouTube to go as far as to decide we are no longer going to make money off of you, as in, you realize that YouTube takes a hit when they demonetize a channel, right? That means they no longer make any money off your videos. They don't show ads. No companies are going to have their ads showing on those videos, and YouTube takes a cut of those ads along with the YouTuber. So YouTube is willing to no longer make money off of his channel, which means they have no reason other than keeping maybe some of his audience on the platform to keep him there. And you know how he always breaks TOS. You know how he always breaks TOS. So I don't know. Seems like in this video, I was right. Steven Crowder very well may get banned soon. Permaban, not just this 1-week ban. Really quickly, we actually don't have to read this whole article. We can listen to it because there's an audio version. Let's listen.
YouTube has removed Steven Crowder from its partner
robot
program
voice.
indefinitely.
Damn.
2 weeks ago, after YouTube revealed its definition of hate speech was so narrow that it couldn't remove a wildly racist tirade for being wildly racist, we wondered out loud what it would take for YouTube to stop promoting conservative commentator Steven Crowder as an official YouTube partner and allowing him to profit from those tirades. Today, we have a partial answer. YouTube has officially suspended Steven Crowder's main channel from the YouTube Partner Program indefinitely, which includes removing his ability to run ads. It's also banning him from uploading videos for a full week after his latest infraction.
That's one strike.
A now removed video that reportedly challenged the legitimacy of the vote in Nevada. YouTube has a policy against false claims that the election was stolen. Crowder has already announced his intent to upload videos to his other Crowder Bits channel, however. Here's YouTube's statement, including links. In order to monetize on YouTube, channels must comply with the YouTube Partner Program policies, which include our community guidelines, Google AdSense program policies, and advertiser-friendly guidelines. Channels that repeatedly violate our policies are suspended from the partner program. In addition, we removed a video from Steven Crowder's channel for violating our presidential election integrity policy and applied a strike, meaning uploads are suspended for 1 week. While YouTube isn't telling us which straw broke the camel's back when it comes to the YouTube Partner Program and his ability to run ads, the company did point us towards 2 specific guidelines around controversial issues and sensitive events and harmful and dangerous acts. I would have guessed that awful, racist tirades would have already broken the YouTube Partner Program's hateful and derogatory content policy, but I guess I shouldn't read too much into that. It's not the first time Crowder's been removed from the YouTube Partner Program. Last time, it took him just over a year to come back.
But now, it is indefinite. So, is it possible that Crowder will come back? Absolutely. It's always possible. However, it's looking like he may damn well just get fully axed off of YouTube. And who knows, maybe he'll do the whole Keemstar thing and make some new brand. But he's the only one that talks in those videos, the main person who talks in it. And it's because, like, Keemstar as a person was banned off of YouTube back in the day, a long time ago. He used to be part of a Halo or just general gaming trolling group called FAG. I'm not kidding you. Back in like 2011, 2010, Keemstar gained popularity because he was part of a gaming trolling group called FAG, and it stood for like Federation of something. I forget what it was called. But yeah, so that, and also the racist screaming the N-word rant, stuff like that, that got Keemstar banned from YouTube permanently. But Drama Alert, at least in YouTube's eyes, yeah, Federation of Asshole Gamers is what it stood for, is what FAG stood for. But yeah, so Keemstar as a person was banned from YouTube, but Alex Ree, yeah, I was the reason. I was the one he was calling the N-word. But then he made Drama Alert, but Drama Alert's not Keemstar. Keemstar is just the host of Drama Alert, but also the owner. This probably one of, if not, there might be a few other people behind the scene, but as far as I can tell, the sole benefactor of it, you know, he makes all the money from ad revenue. He's the one I'm your host, Keller Keemstar. Like, he could very well do that. Just make a new show without his name in it, and then he would just be doing the exact same thing, but it's just rebranded. Crowder could absolutely do that, but I feel like with someone as famous as Steven Crowder, if he did get banned, I'm pretty confident they would axe him again if he tried to make a new account, because it would be just absolutely transparently ban evading. So if I'm being honest, of course Crowder's always going to have an audience and he's always going to have income. He's already rich. He's probably already made enough money to last him the rest of his life. But what's important here is that conservative misinformation doesn't reach a new audience. This is one of the big reasons why Nick Fuentes isn't as notable or well-known as he used to be. After his YouTube ban back in 2019, I believe, he was exiled to DLive, where he's also been banned from now, so I have no idea where he streams now. He was exiled to DLive, where he could no longer upload his videos or stream to YouTube, which meant besides fan channels uploading clips of him that typically get taken down pretty quickly, Nick Fuentes' videos were no longer getting recommended to people by the algorithm, which meant that was sort of like Nick Fuentes is about as far right as you can get going down the alt-right rabbit hole, besides like getting involved with actual like terrorist groups that are go out doing direct action, like lynching black people or whatever. Like Nick Fuentes is just a full-on Nazi. Like that's the end of the radicalization ideology-wise that you can get. So the fact that that part was taken out was actually pretty damn impressive, and was definitely a good thing, right? So with Steven Crowder off of YouTube, that means a lot less of his videos are going to pop up into people's recommended. He is a terrorist. What do you mean? Oh yeah, he is. No, but like Steven Crowder Steven Crowder. Nick Fuentes isn't like part of Atomwaffen or whatever, or like some other like loosely organized terrorist group. He's just an alt-righter, neo-Nazi dude who shows up whenever something is being done, and if he has the ability to, he'll help organize shit, like the Unite the Right rally type thing, right? Caesar, I just acknowledged what you said. You said it 3 times in a row, and I acknowledged what you said. What are you doing? But yeah, as I said, I do hope YouTube does take action here. It seems like they will. He's clearly on his last strike, if anything. His last strike might already be used up, and it's very possible any day now we'll see he gets axed. Who knows? YouTube works in mysterious ways. It's very bureaucratic behind the scenes, so we have no idea when or if the ban will take action, but you better believe when it does, we're going to party about it, okay? It's going to be a fun-ass time. I'm ready. I'm nice and ready. But yeah, that's the scoop. That's what's going on with Steven Crowder and his potential ban from YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe and ring the bell icon. I really do appreciate it. Down in the description below, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my fan Discord, all in the links in the description. Highly recommend you do those things. If you want to support me monetarily, you can do so by either donating or subbing on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or on YouTube, if you want to support me monetarily, if you can, and you can afford it, you can donate through Super Chat or hit the join button to become a channel member. It's always very much appreciated, and thank you for watching my video.